Hey guys, so today we're going to have a quick tutorial on how to remove your battery in your 2014 Ford Taurus. First thing you have to do is locate your socket sizes on these two. Actually never took this battery off, so we're going to kind of work together and see what we need to take off. So these are going to be 10 millimeter, each one of those two. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take these two off. This is your device that holds the battery. And that one, let's see, what is that? That's going to have to be a deep socket, which I don't know if I have on hand here. So what we're going to do is probably go with our wrench if I don't have that deep socket size on hand here. Okay, so we got lucky enough to find our, it's actually going to be 10 millimeter deep socket on your mounting bracket here for the battery. So we'll go ahead and take that bracket off first, and then we'll go from there. So we have a bracket off here now. Go ahead and set that over to the side, and now we will go ahead and take the actual terminals off here. So we're going to go ahead and try those two first and see if we need to take anything else off. So like as I mentioned, it's going to be 10 millimeter. I'm going to go ahead and just use the same deep socket here. Okay. Then we go ahead and knock out our other one here. Go ahead and see if we can remove our terminals here, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so those two 10 millimeter bolts that you took off here, we got one here. I'm going to go ahead and put these back so I don't lose them. I do that with a lot of the screws and bolts that nuts that I get off here. That was actually it for this 2014 Ford Taurus on the battery terminal. This one right here and this one right here, 10 millimeter. You will need a deep socket to take the bracket off. But other than that, all you will need is, mine was a little bit stuck on there, so I had to, get me a handy flathead and just go ahead and pry it, and it comes right off. Clearly, these need to be well cleaned. The reason I'm taking this battery off is because I need to go get it tested. It's giving me a little bit of problems, so I'm going to go get it tested at my parts store. And this one is fairly dirty as well, but regardless, it's going to be a good idea to get your battery tested. I'm going to go ahead and clean these terminals up. But that is it for your battery removal on the 2014 Ford Taurus. A grand total of 4 nuts, and your battery is removed. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you have any questions or concerns on this or similar models, let me know in the comments, and I will get back to you very soon. Thanks. So I went ahead and found out that the battery in the vehicle was bad. I had to go purchase a new one. I took it to the parts store, and they managed to charge it for about an hour, finding out that it was tested as a bad battery, so I had to buy a new one. The one I had was Ford Motorcraft. The only way to get one of those was through the actual Ford company, running at about, the gentleman told me, 140. So if you have the time to do what I did, and that is to price search, really, check and see in town to see what the best deals are. I managed to find out that, believe it or not, Walmart had the better deal, and the same warranty, cheaper price. So short story, to make a short story long, I called the 3 part stores that I had here, O'Reilly's, Napa, Advanced, and they were well in the 150, 160 range, 140, and that's what the 3-year replacement, no questions asked. Called Walmart up, asked what their 3-year replacement, no questions asked battery was, and they gave me a Everstart battery, Max. As you can see, it's the 3-year. Say 3-year. It doesn't have it up there. But my last battery was actually 650 cold cranking amps, and this one's 850. For an 850 cold cranking amps at one of the parts store, it was I believe $189.99. So most of the ones I priced that were 3-year warranty, those were 650 cold cranking amps. And you know, when you can upgrade to 750 cold cranking amps, 850, 900, anything above what you got, and for cheaper price, and the same type of warranty, I would go with it. So I went ahead and went with Walmart one. It was $100 with the core. 3-year warranty, no questions asked. 850 cold cranking amps. And I don't know if this means anything to you whatsoever, but the gentleman told me that he's definitely seen these EverStart max batteries go easily over 5 years. So I'm not necessarily going to take his word for it, but I went ahead and went with this route because it was about $50 cheaper than its equal counterparts beside of the brand name. 3-year warranty, and at the end of the day, 3-year warranty is 3-year warranty, and that's about the highest warranty anybody in town was offering. So I went ahead and went with that. Just a little quick overview on what I did with the battery there and how I went by that. Next thing you got to do here is clean your terminals here. I went ahead and cleaned it with this little device here. It pops off and has a little wire brush. So next thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of dielectric grease, which is just any grease that will help it from rusting and oxidizing and stuff like that on your terminals. So you can buy any grease at the parts store, stuff like that. That's completely not necessary, but that's up to you. So definitely clean your posts on your battery, which should be clean either way. Give them a quick wipe down, and definitely give these a really good clean with a wire brush. Make sure they're as clean as they're going to get, because that will definitely run your battery life down a little bit, and that's not good for the battery. So I'll go ahead and go through the process of installing it. Let's go ahead and bring the battery up. Alright guys, so once you have your terminals onto your post on your battery, like I said, make sure to clean that real well. And then that oil greasy material that I'm showing you there is dielectric grease, or just grease to prevent corrosion. You can get that at your parts store, stuff like that. I want to say that it's helped. It definitely has helped in other makes and models, but on this Ford Taurus, for some reason, the corrosion still hits really hard. It did, at least with the other battery. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens with this one, but I'm hoping that it does help out a little more than it did on the last one. But it should supposed to help with corrosion and things of that material. Next thing we do is tighten our post here and there. Okay, so after you tighten here and here with your 10mm socket, you go ahead and put on your bracket now. Put on your bracket there. You put on your 10mm nuts, which you will need a deep socket for this. And that is the final step to removing and installing your battery. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments, and I'll help you out as best as I can. Please like and subscribe. Step to removing and installing your battery. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comments, and I'll help you out as best as I can. Please like and subscribe.